Hello, hello, hello. Today is November the 10th, 2022. Trading and investing of any kind carries risk. Everything discussed here is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken as financial advice because I don't give advice. So let's talk about what happened today. Ultimately, what happened today was a short squeeze. There were a lot of people who thought the market was going to go down because they thought the CPI report was going to be bad. And the funny thing is, the CPI report wasn't fantastic, but there were 13.5 million shares of the SPY accumulated at 374.13. So, of course, somebody knew something. And basically, when the CPI report was decent, the market started to move up, and all those people who were short had to cover options and all of that stuff. Like, it just was a bit of a bloodbath for anybody that was short in anything today. So everybody kind of assumed with the whole FTX issues, the crypto stuff. If you don't know about it, you can go read about it somewhere else. That's just not my jam as far as this goes. I do trade crypto, but I'm not going to really get into the whole story. You can go read about it somewhere else. But everybody assumed with that, if this report were negative, that we were just going to completely, tank. And that's not what happened at all. So the great part about this is that now, in the last video, I think it was the last video, I'd kind of talked about how we really could, if we could find a pattern to set us back up, and I was thinking it was going to be part of, the election cycle. If whatever everybody thought was going to happen happened, we would get this set up and we would pop back up. So we're still in a bear market. We're still in this rally though. So the interesting part here is we did get this pattern. We got it in a couple of ways. We got this pattern here, that kind of, they weren't beautiful by any stretch, right? To set us up here. And then we had this pattern here that basically gave us, the pattern set up to actually push. And push we did. Wow. It was pretty wild to see that happen this morning, to watch all of the volume come in, to watch all of the watch the algorithms work. It was pretty nuts. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened today. So what I'm looking forward to though is we got up here and we didn't really pull. And I'm not saying that we won't, because a lot of these moves, you kind of need a bit of a reset, a bit of a base to continue going. So I'm sure that, we'll get some kind of, bouncing around a bit. I say I'm sure, I'm not positive. We'll see. It could just keep going, based on the way today went. If you went short at all today, other than in one spot pretty much, unless you were scalping, you got slapped. It was just a bloodbath for anybody that was kind of, okay, this is going to turn around and go back down. On days like today, you got to look at indicators and you got to follow along and just understand that when there is a trend, that trend's your friend. This thing is, look at it. It's still trying to push. It's insane. I would assume there are still people that are short that haven't covered, and that's, this is just people getting punished, making sure that they finish covering. But I'd like to see this 400. Hell, we're the closest we've been to it. So we're 4 points away to complete this pattern. I want to see that now. And we might see it tonight. I'm going to sit here and watch. And if it continues to play games, I might continue to trade. So, here we are back at this 400 level. Now, after this 400 level, what's going to happen? We'll see what the patterns give us, right? We'll see what the setups give us. Not going to predict. We could just kind of draw them out and see what happens, which I'll go back and I'll do tonight now that this has happened. So, I'm thinking, so I haven't really gone back and looked at this. So I traded it today, I got in it on the move up. And then, just kind of rode it out most of the day. But, I took profits pretty early and then let the rest just ride. And, yeah, I was thinking maybe I could dive in here and do one of those. Let's see how we could have possibly gotten in after the move was already made. But yeah, I mean, looking at indicators is definitely a way to do it. But I mean, one of your best ways to figure that out would be follow your indicators and then look at this pullback here. And if you look at this setup here, right at VWAP, I mean, that was definitely a go long. Now, the problem you would have had is after this move and then after this little bit more we went up, it was a really slow grind. Then we had this pullback here, which is another place you could have entered. Because again, we didn't even touch VWAP. And you could have just paid attention there. But basically what you had from there is almost an ABCD, right? From that first pullback. I haven't even measured it out. I just kind of glanced at it earlier and noticed it. Let's see if it actually works itself out here. Yeah, it could work. But oh no, yeah, I mean, that ended up way beyond that. Yeah, I mean, there was just no quit. It was wild watching this happen today. There was just no giving up. So, yeah, I mean, on a day like today, you can't counter trend trade. I mean, you could have shorted here and taken that down, but if you were convinced that there was going to be more of a pull, you would have just gotten smacked right out of it, right? And then this grind back up, it just happened all day. Anybody that was thinking about going short just got punished all day long. So, yeah, I mean, what a great day. What a great move. So again, my ultimate goal now, I want to see that 400. I want to see us hit that and see how it goes from there. See if we can even maybe reach this trend line. That would be pretty nuts to get up in the 410 range. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. That's going to take a lot of energy. And we'll have to go back and look at all the all the other indicators and see what we got. But I'll have to go back and look at these tonight and kind of see what we can come up with to see if there's, I know there definitely is divergence that started to set up. If you look at this continued move all day, so this is the initial move here. I don't know how well you can see this, but this is the initial move here, right? And then the rest of the day, look at that. That's where we were on the 5-minute. There's definitely some divergence. We'll just see if we get enough energy tomorrow to actually keep it going, or if we resolve this divergence that's kind of set itself up. It set itself up on the 15 as well. On this move up all day, we were still, look at that. I don't know. We'll see. You know how much I love those divergence plays. So we'll see how this goes. I'm looking forward to looking more into this tonight and seeing how it plays out. But yeah, what a crazy day, huh? Everything just ripped today. Nuts. Awesome. So yeah, I think I'm just going to call it there. There's not really a whole lot else going on. I'll try to do some research tonight, see what tomorrow brings, put a video together just to kind of see. Ultimately for me, I still think that ultimately we are looking for we're going to stay in this bear market, right? Once we get finished with this rally. I don't know where this rally will end. We'll have to see how that goes. But I mean, look at this. We're still just trying to push. Crazy. And we had those signals that came in a while back that, said we could hit, what was it, 443 or something nuts like that. And if that's the case, that would be really cool. Yeah. What was this, 448 for this cipher pattern? Yeah, so that, I want to say that there's no way that we'll get up there, but look at what happened today. I mean, we popped 20 points today. So I don't know, we'll have to see. Well, I like making these videos. Like, subscribe, tell people, tell your friends, tell your cousin, tell your mom, whoever. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I'll try to do another one tomorrow. Peace.